Xenu. Wanted to read something out of the Hard Sell Pack. As I said, for my post, this was a must-have. So I've gone over every reference in this book multiple times. Control and self-determinism. This is what I'm going to title the video, because that's the HCOPL of 21st of February 1961, wherein he says, control and self-determinism. Control equals income. When you have people who cannot control people on public executive and registration posts, your income falls or vanishes. This comes about from the state of self-determinism in society today. What with advertising and stepped-up political and economic controls, the self-determinism of the general public is only reactivism. It's your reactive mind, your bank. As any control we exert upon the public brings about a better society, we are entirely justified in using it. Control. The best control for public executives and registration purposes includes the greater good of the applicant. Therefore, knowingness must be included with control. One must discover what is best for the applicant and then control him into obtaining it. Leaving it up to his self-determinism is really leaving it up to his reactive mind. So this PL policy letter from 1961 states that as a public executive, secretary, or a registrar, I know what's best for you. You don't know what's best for you. And it is necessary and justified to control any person to do anything that results in income. So there it is in plain old policy, L or H. Yeah. I've talked about how CLO, where's my money? I was talking about that in the last video with Danny Mash and all that stuff. It all comes down to the almighty dollar, and it is in HCO policy letter from 21st February 1961, issue 2, choosing public executive and registration personnel. Training routines, professional training routines, make that reference not only possible, but it creates, and the more people that you have who have completed those items, the more destructive potential you have, because you have multiple individuals with the knowingness targeting people who don't know what's good for them in the eyes of the people who have received the training. And 8C is the last drill. It's what you're working towards. The drills all before that are designed to get you used to being controlled, get you used to sitting there and being comfortable, get you used to sitting there with your eyes open and being comfortable, get you used to repeating a command over and over and receiving a command over and over. Give a command, receive a command, acknowledge the command, and and then getting antagonized, bull baiting, being antagonized while you're trying to get a question answered, or perform a task, or all the way up to where you are physically handling a person to do what you're asking them to do, without their consent. Without their consent. This person doesn't want to touch the wall, but you're going to make them touch the wall. This person doesn't want to walk over to that door. You're going to make them walk over to that door and touch that door. Person doesn't want to look at the wall. You're going to make them look at the wall. And that means you're holding their head like this. And I'm serious. Like, that's how TRs end up going. Because who'd have thought? People don't like being controlled. It's a fun drill. But this is conditioning. And that policy letter, after you've had this conditioning, whether it's therapeutic TRs or professional TRs, is just another level. You know, anyone who's done professional TRs, I don't know. I would consider having a look at, you know, if those are still affecting you, if those factors that you drilled into your brain so deeply are still affecting you in some way. I know that the therapeutic TRs did me. And yeah, so that is control and self-determinism. Kaiva, I'm going to get back to the videos soon. My son is using my laptop today. They're off for Veterans Day. And if anyone is a veteran who served the country, served our country here in America, I appreciate you and thank you for serving. My little brother, Aaron McGee, served in the Navy, and so I'd like to thank him. And gosh, I know there's other people now. Garrett Lawrence, one of my old bosses, he served in the Air Force. So just, you know, if you see somebody, you know, somebody served, try to show some appreciation for what they had to go through, because in many ways, some of it was a lot like what I had to go through in Scientology. It can mess with you for the rest of your life. So be sure to thank them. Happy Veterans Day, and catch you guys on the next video. Bye.